Factors and divisibility. When we are asked questions about factors and divisibility, we need to think about the operations of multiplication and division. In multiplication, factor times a factor equals a product. A factor is one of the numbers multiplied to form a product. Factor times a factor is equal to product. In this example, the numbers 3 and 5 are factors multiplied together to equal our product of 15. Also, the factors 1 and 15 are multiplied together to also get us the product of 15. So, if we're to list them out, the factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. Let's look at this same example in division. If a factor times a factor is equal to a product, then we can take a product and divide it by one of the factors to equal the second factor. When we want to find all the factors of 15, we can just divide the product. 15 divided by what number should we choose? The number 15 is an easier number because we all just know that we can divide by 3. And this is because we know our multiplication facts. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 3 and 5 are factors of 15. Then we know that 15 can also be divided by 15, which is equal to 1. 1 and 15 are factors of 15. It is important to note that factors are whole numbers that divide into other whole numbers without a remainder. Let's go over another example. Let's find the factors of 24. Let's use multiplication. What times what is equal to 24? Well, 1 times 24 is equal to 24. 2 times 12 is equal to 24. 3 times 8 is equal to 24. And 4 times 6 is equal to 24. The factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Now let's use the same example with division. 24 divided by what gives me what? 24 divided by 1 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is equal to 12. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 24 divided by 4 is 6. The factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. The factors are the same. The takeaway here is that we need to think of multiplication in terms of division to find the factors of any number. Remember, factor times a factor equals product, or a product divided by a factor gives us the other factor. That is how we think of multiplication in division terms. What happens when we are asked to find the factors of larger numbers? This is when we need to know the rules of divisibility. The rules of divisibility are tests that we can do on products to see what the factors are. It's like working backwards. In our examples, we found those numbers that the product is divisible by. We know that 24 is divisible by 1 24 times. We know that 24 is divisible by 2 12 times, by 3 8 times, and divisible by 4 6 times. A number can be divided by 2 if the last digit is even. A number can be divided by 3 if the sum of the digits can be divided by 3. A number can be divided by 5 if the last digit is a 5 or a 0. A number can be divided by 10 if the last digit is a 0. There are a few other tests, but these are most important because the numbers 2, 3, and 5 are prime numbers. This will be important very soon. Let's look at the number 684. That's a big number. We use our rules of divisibility to help us break down the number. The number is even, so 2 is a factor. If you add all the digits, 6 plus 8 plus 4, it equals 18. 18 is divisible by 3, so 3 is a factor. The number does not end in a 5 or a 0, so it is not divisible by 5 or 10. When in doubt, just divide. If we want to know if 684 is divisible by 7, or 9, or 4, or 8, we can just divide. With practice, factors and divisibility is easy peasy.